quite an unfortunate incident, so hoping that those affected will get over it soon. Well, as it is, wastes are now being channeled to the two new landfills in Ekpe and Ikorodu. This next report focuses on what the state government is doing at the Ekpe landfill to avoid fire outbreaks like that of the Olushosun dump site.
The Ekpe landfill, located on the border of Ibeju-Lekki and Ekpe, has been in existence for years, originally used as a dumping ground by communities within the area. Today, the landfill is being engineered and redeveloped for both waste disposal and management. The Chief Executive Officer of Visionscape Sanitation Solution explains the primary focus of the new location and what the company is doing to avoid the Olushosun fire incidents.
Fundamentally, what we're creating here is what we call a landfill eco-park, and what that means is the garbage that will be coming in from the Lagos state will be coming here and treated prior to being implemented within the landfill in what we call engineered cells. Now, what engineered cells mean? It means that the waste is contained in an area that's engineered to capture the leachate and the methane gas. And these systems alleviate any accidents, unfortunately, like the fire that we saw last week at Olushosun. So the system that we put in place here will minimise the risk of that ever happening here.
Visionscape is a consortium. There is a tire lining company that's probably going to come in and see how used tires will be turned into waste. There will be PET bottles, there will be paper recycling. So what we're going to have with all this voluminous waste is going to be decomposed into minimal composite waste.
As part of the restructuring, access roads and other facilities are being built. This requires excavation of old waste and refilling the ground to enable them stand. This is a major cause of the delay in operation.
So if we just look at this road here and the weighbridge behind us, this road and superstructure should have took about 4 months to construct and operate. Unfortunately, it took us nearly 10 months. The reason being was below us, the garbage had been indiscriminately thrown when it was at a dump site. So obviously we had to do some remediation work to move that waste out and then actually put backfill in to fill the void up before we could start construction. And that's a very timely and expensive process. And as you said, you saw the leachate from the holes there. This is going to be the new access road that you saw there.
You'll probably find out you have way bridges here. You are talking about platforms on two separate sides. You're also talking about the wealth creation that comes out of it that will have a world-class MRF, and you're going to have sanitary fillings where leachate will be treated, which is not what it's obtaining in Olushosun as at now.
Presently, there are about 200 scavengers at the Ekpe landfill. Most of them work and live with their families in makeshift wooden structures within the site. So far, it has been a profitable venture for them.
Now we are seeing, as a PET bottle before, when Loma take over, it's 10 tons. And now when Fishes came to come, we see 40 tons. In the year before, we are no more than 100 in population. And when Fishes take over, we have 200 population working because there is work here.
Yes, I'm here because I'm a waste collector. I'm here with my group, and we have come to see the engineering landfill site here, which at the end of the day we'll be making use of to dump our refuse. So it's important we come here to know what Visionscape is doing here, because we are part of this business, waste collection business. So there is no way we'll be collecting waste without knowing what the end product is.
Visionscape came into full operation in January this year with the launch of hundreds of compacted trucks, waste loaders and 20,000 waste bins, among others. But the company has been criticized for not being effective in one of its primary functions of coordinating residential waste collection. Recently, there has been an increase in indiscriminate disposal of waste across the state.
Now, all I can say to the Lagosian residents, we are here primarily to clean the streets. But this is a long process. The implementation of a contract this size takes 18 months. So 6 to 9 months for what we call the mobilisation. another 6 to 9 months for what we call stabilisation, and another 6 to 9 months for what we call augmentation. And these 3 stages have to be followed rigidly, because if we don't, we will fail. And this is why we can't just put in 10,000 people to clean the streets, because we don't have the capacity. We don't have the facilities. We're doing the TLSs and depots that the government have very kindly gave us as a concession. We're investing money in these facilities. You can see the money being invested here. And I hear in the press that, oh, we should have 600 vehicles. I can't give you 600 vehicles now, because the simple fact is no manufacturer in the world has 600 vehicles to give me. And even if I had the 600 vehicles, where am I going to train the drivers? It would take me 6-9 months to train all these drivers and gangmen. But if I could just take this time to speak to the residents and say, please be rest assured. In 3 or 4 months' time, the streets will be clean. We're reaching out to the previous PSPs, who some are willing to help us in the interim to fill the void. And over the course of the next week to 10 days, by the end of the month, service will be back as full as it can be.
The Ekpe landfill is much bigger than the Olushosun dump site at Ojota, covering a land size of 88 hectares. So far, over 80,000 tons of waste have been collected in the pre-operational phases, with over 3,000 tons coming in daily. The landfill is a component of the Cleaner Lagos initiative, a holistic waste management program aimed at revitalizing the solid waste management to have far-reaching benefits and multiply effect on Lagosians.